Good morning. You're listening to First Talk with Hal Rowe on WHKY Talk Radio for the Greater Hickory Metro. Wonderful opportunity to catch up on what's going on with Chamber, the Catawba County Chamber of Commerce. Joining us this morning, President of the Chamber, Lindsay Keisler. Nice to have you with us this morning. Thanks so much.
Always great to be with you, Hal. Thank you.
You wanted to talk about the graduation coming up for Leadership Catawba. That's when, this week?
Yes, this week.
Tell me
this
about
week. So we have 31 individuals, representatives or leaders from business, nonprofit, also some local government representatives in there, but they will be graduating from Leadership Catawba. They've been through 6 months in this program. So just a little refresher, if you're unfamiliar with Leadership Catawba and you're listening, this is an opportunity for us to help leaders locally to inform them on what are the most critical issues that are impacting economic generation here in our community, but also what are our community assets that we can leverage and seize some opportunity for growth and smart growth in the future, and then we download on them, and then we say, all right, now we want an upload, right? So now that you know, what are you going to do about it? So whether it's being a more effective leader right where you are and the things you've been called to do, whether it's in your day job, or then taking it one step further and say, how can you lean in, identify something you're passionate about, and then use your skills and abilities and your influence to impact those things for good.
That's very interesting, because I knew about the first part. I knew about the education arm. I did not know about the fact that you're coming back and you're asking them to upload and say, what are you going to do about it? Here's the information. Now what are you going to do with the information? That's interesting.
Right. Now that you know, what will you do about it? That's a question that Kim Dahlstein, who's the director of Leadership Catawba, says very often during the wrap-up of each session. And of course, we take it, there's 6 different program months that are focused on a specific economic pillar in our community.
Okay.
From economic development to workforce connectivity is what we call it, to then understanding all of our nonprofit community. You know, we always ask the question of who is Catawba County. So understanding what are the types of people that make up our great community, and then too, what are those needs that individuals have, and these a robust network of nonprofits help to serve and fill in those gaps, and then there are several other. We focus on local government and reinventing community. How are we reinventing ourselves and using innovation and thinking big and visioning big in order to lean into our future? So we cover the gamut with this program. And then their challenge, the upload part, is they start practicing with a group project. And so our participants will be presenting their group projects at graduation. So we'll get a snippet, so a 5-minute, just quick snippet of what their problem was, and then how are they working to solve it.
And that's broken up into groups. That's not all 31. That's different groups within.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. They're broken up into smaller groups to work on a particular issue that they select as something that they're passionate about.
Gotcha. Also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but the participation of local groups and organizations by allowing their employees or encouraging or engaging their employees, their workers, their staff in this, that's no small deal, because what do you give up a day?
One full day and 1 half day per month. So you're right, Hal. It is an investment in time. And of course, time is our most precious commodity these days. But that is definitely an investment on behalf of these individuals. So some of them actually said that this is something I want to do personally, and professionally, and I want to invest for myself, whether they're self-employed. And then others have been identified from their employers to say, this individual is a high achiever. This individual has great potential. I want to make this investment in them in order for them to download this information to make us better as a company, and also to help us demonstrate corporate leadership within our community. So,
very good.
Yeah,
great
opportunity.
Yeah.
Kim Dahlstein does an incredible job leading our advisory board. So the advisory board is made up of alumni from the program that have gone through it, and then they focus on each program month on how we're going to continue to be relevant and also elevate the experience each year. So.
I think that's wonderful. excellent idea, excellent program. And I'll bet the folks who graduate from this really do come out on the other side a whole lot better, more well prepared to be engaged and active citizens of our community, or whatever the community they wind up landing in.
That's right. We are definitely proud to boast the names of those graduates. If you go on the Chamber's website or follow us on social media, you'll see some great pictures that are going to be dropped this week of our graduates. But I will say these individuals, if you look at the over 1,000, so still a niche group.
Wow.
Each year, but over 1,000 graduates. We've done this program for 48 years. It's our longest running chamber program, and these are the individuals that serve on nonprofit boards. They serve on local government commissions, right? They understand what needs to happen, and they're willing to roll up their sleeves and get things done for the good of our community. So very, very proud of this bunch that's graduating. And then we always have we feel so blessed and so privileged to have worked so closely with each cohort that comes through. So, bittersweet. We're sad to see them go, but we're also very hopeful and anticipate that this group is going to continue to do wonderful things for Catawba County and our surrounding region.
Just a wonderful view on that, and you've probably got the proof. You've got those folks who are still in the community that you see moving into the nonprofits, or you'll say, proud of them. Just heard that you fill in the blank, and they're a graduate of. So
that's right. That's right. And if you are interested, if you're listening, you're interested in Leadership Catawba, like I said, all of the information is on our website, catawbachamber.org, but enrollment will open again in May.
Okay.
So if you have interest, I encourage you to go ahead and email us, contact us in order to put you on an early interest list, because last year the class filled in 4.5 days.
Wow. Yeah.
So
I can see that.
So that will come up again in May, and in the next couple chamber chats, you're going to be able to hear from some of our alumni and hear from their personal first-person perspective what they gleaned from this experience.
Very good. That'll be great. I look forward to that. That'll be, because I was thinking about that. Who are the people, and we'll find out some of those folks. And so maybe if you're thinking you're right for this, maybe you're an achiever, maybe you want to be a better employee, go knock on the boss's door today and say, hey, how about me for, Leadership Catawba? What do you think? And get that permission. Get ready for that interest and for that application. Show your interest, and maybe think about attending. And that would be a good move anyway. Go knock on the door, talk to the boss about Leadership Catawba. And are you going to be that fit and that person that they want to have with their investment of a day and a half every month? So thank you for bringing us this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
What else is going on? We're just a couple minutes left.
Sure. I do want to mention our Future of Catawba County Summit, which is presented by Truist. We will drop registration, or registration will open next week.
Okay.
So not quite yet, but this is on April the 19th at the Hickory Metro Convention Center, 11 o'clock to 4:30. So this is a half-day summit that focuses on what are those critical issues impacting business. How are we addressing them alongside of our collaborative partners in this region? So in addition to that, we will have an economic outlook by an economist with Truist, and then that will follow with some just great content focusing on some of the work, some of the priorities that we focus on every day that are central to the Chamber's mission and our impact in the region.
So registration is when?
Registration opens next week.
Okay.
And
then the actual event itself is April 19th?
Wednesday, April 19th at the Convention Center. So be on the lookout for more information about that.
Lindsay Keisler, President of your Catawba County Chamber of Commerce, thank you very much. More First Talk on the way.